Recording artist Harper Grace is forever her father's daughter on her new single, If Daddy Says No. And I'm thrilled to be talking about this new song with the inspirational and the awesome and my fellow Texan, Harper Grace. Great to see you.
It's nice to see you. Thanks for
First of all,
having me.
warning, full disclosure, my Texas accent might come back when I'm talking to you.
I know when we talk to Texan, it just gets stronger and stronger.
It does. It's true. Well, we're so excited. You know, a lot of people have been following your career for a few years now. And tell me about this new single. It sounds amazing.
Thank you so much. It has been such a wonderful thing putting all the pieces together and finally getting this very personal piece of my heart out there. This song is a true story. My dad did say no. He didn't necessarily say no to love in general, but he has taught me that waiting for the right thing is worth it. And at the time, I was in a relationship that was not very honorable to me or my parents. And thank the Lord I'm out of that. But when I wrote this song, I was very much in the tension of the two of those things, whether or not I was going to pursue the hopeless romantic side or if I was going to stay true to my roots. And there's no resolution in the song, but in real life I had resolution because my dad did say no. Again, yes, thank the Lord, because it was definitely not right. But yeah, it's been wonderful hearing people relate to the story and also share their bits and pieces of their romantic life or their family life, or bringing up things that remind them of this song. And honestly, it played a part in me actually being able to share my truth of what this song was really about. Was being encouraged by the new fan or the country music listener, and they gave me a lot more confidence to actually just say exactly what had happened.
You know, I'm fascinated because I hear you talking about being a true story and like based on life. How far out of a situation do you need to be as an artist to then be able to mentally wrap your head around it and write a song about it? Is it a few weeks? Is it a year? Is it a month? Because, you know, it's still real for you. And then you have to be
Yeah.
vulnerable enough to put it out to the world as a song.
hmm It's honestly different every time. I think that being a songwriter, I've definitely used it as an opportunity for therapy because you do go into these sessions with people that you're really close with and share these stories and talk about them in a very vulnerable way. If Daddy Says No was written actually a couple weeks before I officially broke up with this guy, and or maybe it was a couple months, not crazy long, far from when I had X'd it out. But in different situations, I think that I'm one that wants to immediately go into the room because those feelings are so raw and so real in that moment. And having that emotion attached to the song, it's so beautiful to be able to live in those feelings in the creative space. And so for me personally, I'm like, as soon as I can write something and get it out, I want to do that. Some stories do take a little bit longer for the healing process to kind of go through, but luckily, I think being a Texan too. You just kind of overshare and you just kind of keep going, and you're an open book. And so I think the
How do you
Texan in me comes
wait?
out.
That is, it's like you know me and you know my family. That's what we're known for.
Yeah.
We're known for oversharing.
Yep. I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I just talked way too long. And I was a homeschool kid. So I was like, as soon as I got to talk to somebody, I just kind of kept going and going and going. And you're like, okay, I've shared a lot of information and I'm going to shut my mouth now. So that's kind of what happens in the writing room.
That's why I think most Texans are good writers, especially great country music artists, because we know how to write and get our feelings out and we talk about it way too much.
Exactly. I agree with you. There's something about Texans.
So with this new song, how can people find it? Do you feel like it was therapeutic? What are you hoping people take away from it when they listen to it? Because I know me, I always find and put my own personal story into the song. It may be about this situation, but I find something personal about it for me and I can relate to it.
Yeah. I mean, that is the beauty, I feel like, in music in general. It's so therapeutic. And when you listen to a song and finding the personal take on it, I mean, I hope that people are able to do that with If Daddy Says No. And like I said earlier, like hearing people's stories when I was singing this song live out on the road with Walker Hayes and Josh Turner, like last year really was what inspired me to be like, oh, wow, like this song resonates. And a lot of people have things that can attach to the lyric side of this. But yeah, I do hope that people can find that internal feeling of that maybe part of their life that they've been stuck in between two things and they can't make a decision, but they're trying to figure out who they want to be in that moment, and that it can tie into any part of their life.
It's amazing. Now, I heard a rumor. Is this coming out February 27th?
February 27th, it's all yours.
Guess what? That's my birthday.
Happy birthday! That is the best ever. I can't believe. See, we were meant like to
This
be.
is meant to
It's
be.
Texas birthday today. Yeah.
Harper
all of
Grace,
it.
we're Texans. Your single's coming out on my birthday. I cannot wait to learn more about it. I can't wait to follow you. If our viewers are watching now, and want to follow you and your career in music, what's the best way to keep in touch with you?
Honestly, I'm very active on all of my social media. I love responding. I love getting direct messages and getting the opportunity to hear your story and respond to it. We also have a website just under my name that has all my tour dates and stuff. So there'll be a lot more posted in the next couple of months throughout what we're doing this year. But any form of social media, any website, I am there, and I'm all yours.
And they can find your new song on the streaming platforms?
Yes, anything they listen to music to, whether that's Pandora, Apple, Spotify, all of the above, Amazon, it's going to be whatever you listen to music on there, it will live.
Awesome. Harper Grace, guess what? I'm your #1 newsstand now. I adore you. I think you're awesome.
Well, I hope to meet you soon so I can see you in person.
I know. If you're ever in Missouri, you have to stop by the station, all right?
Please, I would love that.
All right. So great to visit with you. Best of luck, my friend.
Bye.